screen at Sweet 57 at Whoop Radio. We got Whoop Whoop 99.9. Give us a call in at 614-5553. And you're listening to Morning Jive with Jeff and Tom. Let's get a cup of Joe and let's go this morning. If you're not up, you're getting late. You got to get an early start. Get out there and get to work today. Make a little money. Little money. Ching, ching, Jeff. Yeah, put a little hay in that barn, like Jeff says. Work hard. Yeah, I'm not hearing it. Are you hearing it? Is it plugged in the back, Jeff? See if it's plugged in. The mic itself. Yeah, it's loose. There you go. All right.
Somebody sabotaging.
I'm telling you, man.
Sabotage.
You gotta watch them.
Yeah, these other whoopsters around here,
Yeah.
they're trying to mess with our equipment. Then they leave little nasty notes saying, hey, put things back where you got them. Blah, blah. Hey, that was cute. I like who did that. Matador, I'm going to give you credit for this one here on the mic. Anyway, well, hey, where are we again, Tom? Sweet 50 what?
Sweet 57.
Here at Whoop Radio.
Whoop Radio.
A Tuesday morning. We've got an in-studio guest coming in. Who we got coming in, Tom?
We got Mark Hall coming in. He's going to join us at the bottom of the hour. He's our county commissioner. He's running for state representative. 24th, I believe, district on that. Kevin Brooks, who's currently serving that district seat. So looking forward to him coming in.
Mr.
He
Brooks is going
us.
to retire.
I don't know if he's going to retire, but he's running for mayor also.
He's retiring from the state legislature.
Well, that's true. That's true. But Mark Hall is a 7th district representative. He represents us, Jeff, in our district.
Has the filing deadline passed for that office yet?
I think it,
I think it may be in April sometime.
Yeah, I think it's April the 5th or 7th, something like that. 5th, I believe.
Yeah.
For some reason, it stands out in my mind.
I'm sure Mark doesn't want us to talk about that part of it, but no, I think he's got one or two other people that are seeking that position. Mark has always been known as a very avid campaigner. He's pounded a lot of flesh and a lot of shoe leather, so I'm sure he'll run hard for this seat too. I was over in Nashville a couple weeks ago, and he was over there.
Really?
So, yeah, saw him in the halls of the legislature over there. He's sort of getting acclimated and, trying to find his way around a little bit, I think, just to see what was up. I don't know if he had an issue going on over there that he was interested in or not.
Well, being a county commissioner, he probably had a reason to be over there.
Certainly. That's where the sausage
Vice
is
Mayor
made.
Avery Johnson was over there yesterday. We had a council meeting yesterday. He was over there at TLC, so in Nashville, representing the city of Cleveland.
TLC was
I guess it's a TLC on that part.
No, you're talking about the municipal.
Okay. Yeah.
Tennessee Municipal
Court League on that part. So he was over there, and he's probably back by now, I hope. Give us an update on the next meeting we have in 2 weeks.
You had a meeting yesterday, didn't you?
Oh, we did have a meeting yesterday. We sure did.
Any highlights? You wanna give me some highlights?
Well, the only thing I've got to highlight is we had there was one zoning error that the banner published, and it had a lot of calls on it. A lot of people in town. It was on Harley Avenue and Northwest, and 20th Street. The paper read it as the motion had been passed. It was actually to be a P1 in a residential area and a historic. And that's not the case. I just want everybody to know that and go on the record right now to let them know it's the county commission denied it, and then we actually denied it again, so it failed. And
they just wanted to put an adult bookstore in there, Tom.
No, we're not going to go there. We can't. We got package stores first, and that's the adult bookstores after. We're not going to go there, Jeff.
They wanted to put an adult bookstore there at Harl Avenue.
We're in the morning show here. We're not in the afternoon show, okay? All right.
Adults like books, too. Come on, Tom.
Well, okay. All right. Well, just go to Books of Me then. How about that? Also, we had a resolution that passed. It's something that has to do with Candy's Lane out there, all my listeners out there. Authorized the mayor to sign an agreement with Sancta consulting service for drainage intersection improvements near Candies Lane and Emerlis Drive. So here we go, guys. Y'all been suffering for that for 50 years. City's going to finally step up and take care of that issue of flooding and that hillside and speed also. So that's one project I'm pushing hard, Jeff, to get done before Georgetown starts on that part, because that is going to be an outlet for everybody on that side of Freewheel to come out that way and just bypass Georgetown when they start on Highway 60. So I'll share that with some of our listeners out there later on.
What's the name of that creek that runs through there?
Candies Creek.
Is that Candies Creek?
Yeah, Candies Creek.
Okay.
So Ron Williams, you listen out there, I'll get this package to you so you can look at it and share with all your people in the area. So I appreciate your time and effort and sitting on the senior council also on that part for the city. So, Jeff, that's all I have on that part. You want to get how about the weather? What's the weather going to do today?
Well, it's 47 degrees outside right now, and they say it's cloudy down. Those birds were singing awfully loud this morning when I was coming in. That's such a beautiful sound to hear those birds in the morning. Sort of wake us up and get us up in the morning. 47 degrees, cloudy, and it's going to be a high of 59 today with a 10% chance of rain. And tonight, a low of 53 with a 20% chance of rain. Sunshine tomorrow, high of 73 degrees, Tom.
73 has? That's almost golfing weather. Above golfing
I bet
weather.
you there will be some people out there playing golf tomorrow. Wednesday, a great day. I'm looking forward to Wednesday. Looking forward to today, too, but I have a little special reason to look forward to tomorrow, and it's going to be sunshiny. I will be on spring break next week, Tom. I'm going to leave Saturday and be gone next week, but I do plan to call in some and join you via telephone, if that's okay.
Well, that's fine. I'll welcome that. So
my girls, they'll be in bed this time like they usually are, and so I'll just get out there on the porch or the balcony and call in and
get a cup of Joe.
And let's go. Let's go. That's right. So anyway, not calling for rain again until later in the week, past the Thursday-ish, 90% chance on Thursday. But hey, it's just Tuesday now, and we've got a long time for that to change. You know, the weather changes quite frequently. You know that, Tom?
Yeah, this time of the year it will.
Yeah.
Cold. And also, too, you talk about the weather changing, too. I saw on the news this morning, Jeff, that the second wave of the flu epidemic is coming through. So flu A and it's flu B, and then it said you could probably catch it in the same year. Its statistics show that's 133 children have died this year from the flu, and they're saying this was going to be harder on the children. So, guys, y'all get ready and drink your orange juice, take your vitamin C and stuff, and watch your kids. If they get sniffles and stuff, please take them to the doctor and get them checked out.
Well, it's also traditionally allergy season, so it's going to be hard to discern, what's the difference. I guess the fever will mainly be the big difference.
Yeah, well, let's take them to the doctor. Don't try to doctor them yourself on that part. Don't let the kids suffer on it. So,
well
Jeff,
that's sort of disconcerting.
Well, Jeff, in sports, we've got a couple of things that are going on. We've got in softball, Walker Valley beat Sweetwater 19-8. Just slaughtered them the other day. In baseball, we had Ottawa over Cleveland 7-6. And in boys tennis, here we go, boys tennis. East Hamilton beat the Bradley boys 7-2. And the girls in tennis, East Hamilton beat the Bradley Central 6-3. That's all I have on scores. And we also have March Madness.
Sweetwater boys. Those Sweetwater boys are mean.
Yeah. Well, March Madness, here we go. We got the Final Four set.
Well, come after you.
The Final Four set for the women's division here. We got all number 1 seed teams in the final bracket here, Jeff. We got UConn won last night against South Carolina. Put a show on, 94-65. I mean, so, and then we got Notre Dame also. Notre Dame is going to be in and also beat Oregon by 10 points last night. So the brackets are set. Here we go. We got UConn and Notre Dame against each other on March the 30th. Mississippi State and Louisville, and the Louisville Cardinals on the 30th too. So all number 1 seeds, Jeff, on the ladies bracket made it to the Final Four.
Cool.
And also, we got a little bit about the Vols. Here, they picked up a cornerback, Keith George. Apparently, they were lacking some cornerbacks up there. The coach was really concerned, so he did recruit a junior college, and he's set now, he said. So things are kind of coming along for the Vols right now. So I'm excited about that program up there and how it's going to turn out.
Pruitt is he's making a mark early.
He sure is. He's got his things set up and what he wants to do.
That's good to know. No more brick by brick.
And also, Jeff, you did ask something about this. I'll bring this up. I did it in the city council. The banner wasn't there. Disappointed. Banner wasn't there at the city council meeting yesterday. I don't know what the call was, what was going on. But we did approve the new building for the fire training purchase on this part.
The new building for the fire training.
Fire training, yes.
Where is that going to be?
It's going to be over off of, I believe it's Mouse Creek is what they've said. They had a couple sites, and I think it was over at Mouse Creek where the water tower is, back behind the fire department over there.
Yeah.
It's going to be in that area there. So
there's going to be a fireman training site over there?
Yeah, fire training site over there on that part. So it'll be something to be out of the way. Nobody will see it. I brought it up to you.
The Greenway goes back through there, doesn't it?
Yeah, but it's on the it's back behind. You won't be able to see it from the Greenway.
Okay.
It's protected on that part. It's back over the hill.
You mean whenever they start a fire to put out, you're going to be able to see that, aren't we?
Yeah, we are. We are. There'll be a lot of excitement over there on that part. But anyway,
that's how they practice, isn't it, Tom? They start a fire and then they put it out.
Yeah, I actually been in the 101 course they have down in Chattanooga with the Cleveland Fire Department, and
you put all that gear on, didn't you?
I did.
It was real heavy.
I did. It was a very good experience, and I would encourage any councilman, anybody, really can be able to take a part of that. It's Ops 101, I believe they call it, and they put you through the whole training process that the firemen go through. So you're going into a smoke building.
Did you do the fireman's crawl?
You did the fireman's crawl. You go around the building and stuff, and inside with the smoke, with your respirator and stuff on. Couldn't see. I had two ladies with me, and one of them backed out. Was afraid of closed-in areas and couldn't see, so she backed up. But the other ones kept up with me behind us, and we went inside and put the little fire out and came back out and
a little fire can produce a lot of smoke, can't it, Tom?
Yes, it can. It sure can in an enclosed area.
Yeah.
And what they do on the walls and stuff, they actually have different contour on the walls. As you're feeling the wall going around, you'll start feeling an open spot and you'll feel a pole. It's kind of weird to walk around and actually see the fire and then put it out. So
my wife started shutting the bedroom doors at night, saying that she read something that could help save a life in the case of a fire.
And I'm going to say this. Here we go. We've got the who's got the contract is L.N. Curtis and Sons, Tools for Heroes. They're a U.S. government division. They're supposed to get the best rates, and that was in question on that part. And they're located in Oakland, California, Jeff. So
I thought, you mean that mayor out there? Does that mayor have an interest in that?
Taxpayer money's going to Oakland, California.
Huh.
Solvent City, and the mayor out there
Things
is
that make you go,
yeah,
Well, I don't guess we can just shut down doing business with Oakland just because the mayor's a little batty.
Well, I guess Senator Bell did. He posed something last year, I think it was, posed a bill not to reimburse anybody traveling over there because of some of the things they were doing. I know that for a fact.
Well,
reimbursing on travel expenses for the state.
Well, California, they're passing this sanctuary state law. They're not satisfied with having sanctuary cities. They want to be a sanctuary state. And the cities of Aliso Viejo and Los Alamitos they're opting out. They're saying, hey, no, this is not right. We're not going to participate in this. And the state law has sanctions. Like if you don't agree with it or you don't abide by it, then they have punishment mechanisms. Now, aren't they the ones that are complaining about the federal government trying to punish sanctuary cities? Yeah, take away funds. And then they're going to they want to turn around and punish the cities that don't abide by the state law, saying you have to let these people stay and or let them go, and without ICE officials being told that they're there.
Yeah,
Or detaining them until ICE officials can get there.
I say state strip the funds from them, but we're supporting them though. We're going to send taxpayer money over there.
Well, Oakland, I just think they have a wacky mayor. I'm not so sure that we should stop doing business with them just because of the mayor. But,
I was hoping we'd have somebody closer by, Jeff, maybe in the southeast or south. That could, do these things. But I was told in the council meeting yesterday that they're the only ones that do these prefab buildings for fire departments and stuff. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So we'll wait and see how that comes out.
Well, it sounds like a good business opportunity for somebody.
Yeah, I think I need to start my own here in Tennessee, Cleveland, Tennessee. How about that? It's just hard for me to believe that it's the only one in the United States. So, but that's what I was told.
Well, Tennessee has a bill in the legislature going on right now. It's an anti-sanctuary city bill that says that there will not be any sanctuary cities in the state of Tennessee, and 58 of the 74 Republican representatives are co-sponsors of that bill.
Okay.
And so that's coming close to home. We're sort of there was some rumor around that Nashville was kind of acting like a sanctuary city at one time.
Well, you talk about the state legislative stuff. Here we go with the state Senate. Okay, the university on trustee board. Senator Bell talked about cutting it down. Senators voted out 27-3 on Monday. The Republican and Bill Governor Hasman proposed it. The plan will shrink the board down from 27 to 11 members. Jeff, here we go. Make it a little more effective and
27 to what?
to 11 members. So
yeah, they were shooting for 9 at one time.
yeah, I think a 9. Sort of compromise on that part, I'm sure. And also too, we talked about this too, the possibility of the electric chair being used to put forth Sparky. What's your thought on that, Jeff?
I don't.
I mean,
think
you can't do. What was it? The drugs they couldn't get or something, and wasn't available in order to put people to sleep. You were saying?
Yeah, they were saying that they didn't know that if they could have enough available to execute all 8 of the people that were sitting on death row. There's just one excuse after another being put up. I don't. I just wish we would implement. If we're going to have a death penalty, I just wish we would implement it. And it's not going to be a very strong deterrent if you don't implement it. You might have it on there, but it's not going to. Nobody's going to think about killing somebody or committing a heinous crime that might face the death penalty if you don't implement it.
Well, I got a way. It costs. Get them to eat Tide Pods. How about that?
Oh, fry them up in the pan. I just
Yeah,
saw
Beth
where
ready to
Governor
eat Tide Pods.
Governor Kasich up in Ohio spared the life of a man that killed a woman while he was in a robbery. He committed his sentence and took him off of the death row. I don't know. Is it a deterrent or not? Is it cruel and unusual or not? I guess those are the.
For who?
Those
the
are the
ones that are putting,
yeah.
or the families that lost loved ones, or if somebody lost their life or lives, or on that part. Who's it painful for? Who are we talking here? We get sympathy because somebody's taken somebody's life because of, several of them. I mean, I don't know. That's a hard question to answer.
Why is it so hard to implement? You got it on the books. It's been on the books in Tennessee for years and years and years. Why is it so hard? Why are they stacking up? Why do we have 8 people sitting there that have been waiting for years and years to have their execution, and now they've been putting it off again because they didn't know if they could have enough of the drug that would be used to put them to sleep?
So we could put them on the school bus and transfer them to Alabama, couldn't we? Could we do that to a state prison, let them do it?
I mean, here's another question, and you're talking about old Sparky. You think you could pull that switch, Tom? Would that?
I don't know. Does a person actually look at it when they pull the switch, or in the back room and you can't see it?
I don't know. But I mean, if you knew the consequence of you touching that switch, whether you could look at it or see it or not, would that be a reason for pause?
Yes, it would. It'd be a hard thing to do, I would think. It'd be a hard thing. It's just the same way as carrying guns, too. We talked about, people talk about carrying guns, but when you, I don't carry a gun or concealed weapon or anything of that nature, because I've had people ask me the same question, why do you need to have one? And I said, well, there's two reasons I don't want to have one is if I have one, I'm in a place I'm not supposed to be. I need not to be there in the first place. And second of all, if you pull the gun and you point at somebody, you better be ready to pull the trigger, because if you don't, they're going to take the gun away from you, and they're going to pistol whip you or shoot you with it. So people think it's an easy thing to do that, but it's to look in somebody's eyes and pull the trigger. It's I'm sure it's not an easy thing to do on that part.
No, it's not, but I certainly could do it. And if you're putting my family's life in danger,
Or yourself.
Or myself, I certainly could do it. And I'm not going to tell you whether I'm carrying a gun or not. I'm just going to let you guess about that. I mean, I might have one sometime. I may not. I'm just not going to tell you.
Well, I don't have a permit, but you can carry it, though, in the state of Tennessee. You can carry one in your car.
And I might have one right now. You just don't know.
Yeah, well.
And neither do they out there, so you just be ready, And, no, I firmly believe that that people should be able to carry them wherever they want to. You said that if you're carrying one, you're somewhere you don't think you should be, but I think that they should be able to carry them anywhere they want to carry them.
Well, I did. I saw one carrying on his hip. Talked to a gentleman the other day when we went to the movie theater. We saw a movie, and he had it on his hip. So
I went to Fireman's Deli over here, right here at the Village Green for lunch yesterday. Saw a guy carrying, and I wanted to sit next to him. I'd just soon be as close. I said, well, put him between the door and me. That's where I want him to be. But
I thought you were going to go there. You felt uncomfortable. You asked the manager to ask him to leave.
No, I want to.
Oh, that's the ones in uniform, right?
I'll sit at the table with him. I want to be as close to that as I can be. I mean, that's the thing. Good guys with guns are the ones that are taking care of the bad guys with guns. Yeah. So let them carry them. And it was a great thing. I took my cup. I ate at the Fireman's Deli there, and I took my cup back. And as I was walking into my law office, I was being inspected by the fire department. It was awesome. And he saw me with that cup, so I was like, yes, I'm in. I passed. My inspection passed yesterday. Carrying that cup, and he had to notice, you think?
I think you did. You have to. You have to.
It pays to eat at the Fireman's Deli.
Yeah. And also on the council meeting yesterday, Charlie McKenzie came back after being out for several months. So, Charlie, again, glad to see you back, and I hope to see you and continue on with City Council. Also, they got community meetings too, Jeff, are scheduled with the upcoming meetings for the City Council and districts. Let me just mention this real quick. April the 10th at the Museum 5 Points, District 1, they're going to have a meeting. The times that haven't been put out there yet, 6:30 on each meeting on this part, okay? District 3, our district, at Cleveland Middle School, April the 17th. District 2, April the 19th at College Hill Recreation Center. And here we got May the 3rd at Cleveland High School in District 5. And May the 8th, District 4 at Mayfield Elementary School. And all those are at 6:30. We'll update you as they come along. It's a time for you to get out and learn what's going on in the city of Cleveland, what we're doing in the next 5 years, 3 years events, and what we got coming up in our community, downtown, Emmons Street, Georgetown, a lot of good things. So if you want to find out, it'd be a good time to come out at those events and ask questions and get your questions answered. So
another important meeting coming up, the Bradley County GOP is going to have their annual Lincoln Day, Reagan Day dinner coming up Saturday evening, I believe, at Cleveland High School.
They are.
And a lot of the dignitaries, or a lot of the candidates for statewide office, governor and Senate and Congress, are expected to be there. So if you have any questions for some of those folks, it might be a good idea to show up at Cleveland High School Saturday evening and try to find out where they stand on the issues.
Yeah, you can participate in that too. I guess Republican Party, you can notify them and buy a ticket for $35, and I think they've got 2 different tables.
Yeah.
300 and 500. I think a chairman's table, and another one is just a regular table for 5. So,
And I'll be out of town on spring break, so I won't be able to be there, but I know they'll have a great event.
all right. Well, let's take a little break here. We've got at the bottom of the hour. We just had our guest walk in the studio, so let's go to a song, get him hooked up and wired up, and ready to come back and talk to Commissioner Mark Hall.
All right.
All right. Here
Welcome.
we go.
Okay.
Got a little George Harrison here.
What?
Yeah. My sweet Lord. Here we go.
Not sacrilegious for Easter, does.
No, sir. It is not. Enjoy. We'll be back with Commissioner Mark Hall right after this.
My sweet Lord, my Lord, my Lord. I really want to see you, really want to be with you, really want to see you, Lord, but it takes so long, my Lord, my sweet Lord.
Singing to Sweet Lord or Hare Krishna? Dalai Lama?
My sweet Lord is what that is. Yeah, we'll keep it.
Hare Krishna!
Yeah, there you go.
George.
All
Easter's
right.
coming up.
Yeah, it is. Actually,
Good
First
news.
Baptist is having 7 different, they're having on Saturday and Sunday both.
Yeah.
There's so many people on that part, services.
Find a
So-
good place to go to church this weekend.
Yeah.
Go to Easter service. It'll do you some good. Hey, we've got a guest in studio.
We do. Mr. Mark Hall, our County Commissioner,
County
7th District,
Commissioner.
represents us. Mark, how you doing this
I'm
morning?
doing great. Good morning. Thanks for having me this morning.
Great.
Glad to have you. And we understand that you're hanging up the commissioner hat and seeking to put on another hat. What are you doing? What are you running for?
I am, Jeff. I'm finishing up my 12th year on the County Commission in 3 terms. It's been very productive, and I just thought it was time to stretch. And I seek to serve the state representative for the 24th District.
Good.
And that's the seat that Kevin Brooks is vacating.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's an open seat.
it's an open seat, and my election will be August the 2nd. So we're really getting stretched out and starting to make some movement and starting to get busy.
Awesome. Well, I'm asking every candidate that comes into our show, The Morning Jive with Jeff and Tom, the same 3 questions. And I want to ask you, number one, why are you seeking this position, the 24th District of the State House of Representatives?
Well, Jeff, I still believe that one man can make a difference. And I'm not a politician that cuts hair. I'm a barber that wants Bradley County to be a better place to live, and or even a better place to live. So I like the fact that there's some challenges ahead of us, and I just want to roll my sleeves up and go to work and make good things happen.
All right. Okay. Now, your district, the 24th District of the State House of Representatives, what does it encompass? What are the district lines or boundaries loosely? I don't want you to, you don't have to walk them all the way around, but where is that district exactly?
Jeff, it's all of Cleveland City and most of the county. And where the 24th District ends, then Dan Howell's district, District 22, picks up.
Okay. And so what do you consider to be and this is my second question that I'm going to ask everybody, what do you consider to be the major issues for the 24th District?
Well, my passion is senior citizens and veterans, and that sort of goes hand in hand. And the Veterans Home has always been my passion, and it's in the 11th year. And so we're getting new traction on that and new enthusiasm. So we're excited about the possibilities of. We're thinking that it's finally coming together, and I think we're starting to see some movement on that.
Okay, great. And the last and final question, and we'll have others, I'm sure, but what are your specific plans to address the issues of the 24th District if you're elected?
Well, I'm simply just going to go to work. I think that I want to be the liaison between state and county and city. I want to be more assertive. I want to be more hands-on, roll my sleeves up and get in there and just go to work and be accountable to the constituents of the 24th District.
Good. Okay.
Yeah, Mark also serving on the county commission too. I know we all in the city and county both have struggles at times and stuff. What do you foresee in the future for? I mean, there's a lot of things. A lot of people are talking about infrastructure and EMS building, the jail. I mean, there's a lot of things on the plate on that part for county commission. What are some of the things that you see that are going to be concerns that they'll have to address or appropriate on that?
Well, Tom, when there's growth, there's growing pains.
Yes, there is.
And so it's continually hard to run lean, should I say. So, we certainly want to keep taxes low and try to get the most bang for the buck.
Mm-hmm.
And we've got some issues that are surfacing that we need to address, probably more sooner than later. But it's going to be some challenges ahead of us, And but the main thing is to be a good steward of the tax money of the people of Bradley County and Cleveland, and attempt to make good things happen.
Yeah, I totally agree. You talked a little bit about on the Veterans Home, and it was talked a little bit about where's that process at right now? Because you serve on the county commission as a liaison, I guess, on that part to represent that part. Where are we stand on that? Because I think it's been pushed up the list a little bit.
Right, Tom. I'm honored to be co-chair of the Southeast Tennessee Veterans Home, and normally in the past we've always been at a disadvantage with states like Virginia and Florida and Texas. And because they have such a huge influx of veterans, it's always pushed us down. And by the time the money trickled down to us, they were normally out of funds. So anyway, they have revamped the way that the states are selected. And so this makes it more of a level playing field. Before, we've always had to compensate just by hard work. So this definitely gives us a boost and gives us a little more leverage in the selection process.
Last evening, it said in the Cleveland Daily Banner, it was announced that Governor Haslam is going to appropriate $3 million non-recurring dollars to the Veterans Home to try to get that pushed a little bit. What do you think about that?
I love that. I think it's very encouraging. It renews enthusiasm, and it brings us one step closer to our goal.
Is that going to be used as matching money that we're hoping to get from the federal government?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
yes,
good.
Sir.
Where do we stand on that right now? Do you know how much we have raised so far for that project?
Well, we've had city, county, both government bodies commit $2 million apiece.
Okay.
And then we've had a $3 million private donor.
Oh.
So, state and local funds have to make up 35%. Federal funds come from 65%. So all of this brings us one step closer, and I think we have all the ingredients in place. We're shovel ready. We've had the land that's been donated, and it's passed all the environmental impact studies, and it's shovel ready. If they called this afternoon, we're ready to start building.
I'll pass that sign every now and then when I'm
Yeah.
driving over there, the future home of the Bradley County Veterans Nursing Home. Mm-hmm. That's awesome. I'm a VA accredited attorney, and their veterans are a passion of mine as well. Always have been, and trying to help the veterans that are transitioning from independence to needing some assistance and what have you. So that's sort of right down the same alley of where I work in my law practice a lot, trying to help those veterans. There's a special pension out there that they can get to help pay for their care that I try to help them get. So
Nice.
I really appreciate your efforts and what you're doing there.
Thank you,
And,
Jeff.
yeah.
I'd like to add that there's 48,000 veterans in a 50-mile radius of Bradley County. Over 8,000 just in the boundaries of the city limits. So there's definitely a huge need there.
Yes.
Well, they have to travel to Nashville, Knoxville to get there. Murfreesboro to get their service. That's a long ways to go. I mean, and there again too, this bill that veterans can't go. They have to go to veterans. They can't go to regular hospital or anything else. I think that's what Trump was trying to do. Is trying to
Pelosi
trying to
killed
simplify to make people get the services they need. They service our country, yet we can't service them. I don't understand it. It blows my mind. So
I know.
you go out in the military and you serve, and you get shot at, and you lose limbs, and and people are devastated, and families are devastated, but yet we cannot give them health care.
I wonder if Pelosi was really against that bill, or was she just trying to just deny Trump of any kind of a victory? I really question how could anybody be really against that bill that lets veterans go outside of, pick a private doctor if they're, the other VA facilities are too busy to let them go out to their private doctor and then be treated. And
well, there's a couple of things. The $1 million Dreamers let. He was wanting 1.8. They didn't do the 800,000. So there's I don't know why they left some of that stuff on the table. I really don't know why.
Well, I think it's political for sure, but I just don't understand how they can go back home and sell that stuff.
Well, Mark, tell us a little bit about being on the county commission. These new people are running. Tell us some of the things that you've done while you're on the county commission, if you want to share with us, and some of the things that we got some nice things happening in our district too. On Candy's Lane, we just voted yesterday to get the project started on Candy's Lane to lower that road out, take away the flood area, some turn lanes in there and stuff. So we're trying to get it fixed before Georgetown starts, because that's going to be an outlet in our district. A lot of people are going to use it. So that's something that's been long waited for about 50 years. Those people, and also too, they're going to get pavement over there in Rolling Hills. They haven't had pavement over there in probably 40 years, and they're going to get it this year. So we've worked that out also for them. So
Tom, from February of 2015 to October of 2016, Bradley County was the fastest growing county in the United States.
Yeah.
It even beats some of the oil booming places out in West Texas and the Dakotas. So our infrastructure needs some improvement.
Yeah.
It is, or maybe I should say, it's got some catching up to do. So, with the surge of population growth, there's a housing shortage, there's a skilled labor shortage.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess that's, in a roundabout way, that's probably a good problem to have.
Yeah. It's for the city and county both.
Yes,
They're
sir.
trying to get traffic into town and out of town. It's a challenge.
Yes, sir.
It's not enough north and south corridors and east and west. And since you're running, if you get over there, this is one thing I'm going to plug you with is exit 23.
Yes.
I'd like to see an exit 23.
Absolutely.
Coming right off downtown Cleveland. So, Mary, if you're out there, Mary Rowland, I'm plugging for you on this. You've been working on it for 25 years. We are going to get this thing done for sooner or later on that part. So we'd like to have an outlet where it takes it straight downtown and also gives us another exit, and also for growth off of Harrison Pike too. So I think there's some opportunities.
I think it would definitely relieve some congestion down through there.
Yeah, and it'd be a plus for the county and city both.
Sure,
on that part.
Absolutely, and it funnels people downtown. So that's always a plus.
Yeah, instead of going around.
Yeah, they'll give them options. If you want to miss it, you can miss it. But if you want to go straight downtown, you can do so.
Right now, you got to drive about a mile and a half to get downtown.
Right.
So off each exit, so it's not convenient.
Well, they're going to throw up the school there, Prospect School. They're going to say that it's too close to the school to do that. But
what's your thought on that? I mean, what's your thought?
I like it. I like it. I think it relieves congestion, and it also will funnel more people downtown to sort of revitalize downtown too. It's so downtown could be a destination other than just.
It's going to be a destination.
Sure,
we're on the fringe right now of really making moves. Some and there again too. I was waiting for that dozer. Mary was supposed to get that dozer out last week so I can start pushing pavement up down Emmons Street. I haven't seen it yet, so if there's any buildings out there, I'll make sure I won't hit them too hard. There's a couple of them I like to hit and knock down that are condemned. Other than that, leave the rest of them there.
That's great. Good stuff. Well, we've got Mark Hall. He's the candidate for the 24th State Representative District in the state of Tennessee. He has been county commissioner for 12 years, and he's seeking to go to Nashville, take his values to Nashville.
Yeah, we're going to go to a music here, break, and come back with him and have some more questions. Give us a call, too, 614-5553. That's 614-5553. And ask a question. You got a chance to ask the candidate a question. This is a good time to give him a call. But let's go to a song right now, Jeff. We've got Ace and How Long. Here we go. We'll go back about 1975, man. This is in our time.
Wow.
Loving it. You listen to the Morning Jive with Jeff and Tom.
This is junior high.
Yeah.
Don't admit that it's part of
right, Jeff, there you go. A little ace there. How long? And we got a caller in here.
Yeah. Good morning. You're on the Morning Jive with Jeff and Tom. You're live, caller.
Good morning, Jeff and Tom. I just got a comment to make about Mark Hall. He actually presented me with a Veteran Service Award in 2015, and he's actually a good guy.
He's actually a good guy. You don't
Yeah.
care what they say around the courthouse, do you?
Thank you, brother. I
The post
appreciate
office.
it. Yes, sir.
He's also been involved in the Fort Hill Cemetery too.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Bullet on here. Bullet, how you been, buddy?
I'm just getting over the stomach flu. It got me down last week, and I'm about to get on my feet again now. But I tell you what, it's been rough, man.
Yeah, they were saying that second wave's coming out, so be careful with that. It's going to be just as bad as the first one, A and B. So the second wave's coming through.
Yeah, I tell you what, I don't know where I got it, but I hope I never get it again.
Bless your heart.
Bullet, I appreciate it. Thanks for plugging for me, man.
Okay, Mark, good talking to you, my friend.
Yes, sir.
Talk to you guys later.
All right.
Well, thanks for calling in. And you could call and join the conversation at 614-5553. 614-5553. We've got Mark Hall, candidate for state representative here in studio, and he's ready to take your questions. So call in and ask him a question. You can also live stream with us at www.whoopfm.com and see a barber with no hair sitting with us in studio.
Barber no hair, but he's got a Band-Aid on his head. He's got an injury already. We asked him, what happened to that injury there, Mark? You know,
Well, I was
it happens to all of
a
us.
little campaign injury there.
No. It's somebody take a broom after you and you want to walk up on their step or what? What was the deal?
I was driving a fence post. Our campaign
Oh,
sign.
gosh. That had to hurt. They hurt. Had to
Knocked the
hurt.
bark off a little.
Hey, while we were talking about that, I do have a request. You didn't bring your barber stuff, did you?
I did not.
clippers?
I did not.
Okay, well, I was going to get you to take Jeff's beard and trim it up a little bit
I
here.
was looking
on
at that. I was looking at that, but
He's getting to be Grizzly Adams on us over
This is the
here.
calm before the storm. You gotta let it come out, and
Yeah.
then that way you can shape it better.
You shape it. He's going to shape it and get it all down through here and shape it out and on that part. No, but Jeff is letting that thing grow, Jeff. I'm telling
First
you.
time I've ever done it, you know. And,
Yeah.
a lot of people are telling me I look like my pop, and that makes me even
And
want to grow
once
it
you grow
even
it even
more.
more.
Yeah, that's a compliment to me. I miss that man. Jute Miller
Yeah.
was my father, and
Good man.
He had something in common with Mark. He was a barber, and then he turned, into politician as well. So barbering and politics makes a pretty good mix, doesn't it? There.
that's a pretty good combination.
You got everybody comes and talks to you. You talk to them. You got them in the seat for 30 minutes.
That's
You
right,
just sit there.
that's right.
They can't go anywhere.
I tell you, Jute was always good to me.
Yeah.
He was very professional and just a great guy.
I miss him a bunch, but yeah. Well, I'm just growing it out, trying to see, what happens. My wifey likes it, and that sort of makes it
know.
easier to do.
I know.
And and it's fun. I can do it while I read. I can do it while I play golf. I can do it while I'm sitting on the radio.
There we go. We had
Talking
Dr. Seuss week was a couple weeks ago. Okay, so we're not.
about, would you? Could you?
Could you? Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, Mark, tell us a little bit about some of the things that you as far as the district, coming up. You've got any debates coming up or anything that you know of, or they're going to have a debate on that part?
I'm not sure if they were going to have a debate, Tom, but I think maybe they may have a forum.
A forum? Okay.
Do you even have anybody running in the same spot for the same position?
I've got 3 candidates.
Oh, okay.
As a
Well,
matter of fact.
we'll leave it at that then.
Well,
I'm not
with
going to say
you,
anything.
yeah, we don't usually.
No, we're not going, yeah.
As a candidate, you don't like to
No,
go there.
we're not going there. We got the front runner right here, so he's the first
Oh
one
my
in.
goodness! All right,
He's the first one in. He's the front runner.
Yeah, okay. But 3, including you, or 3 more other than you?
3 more other than me.
Okay. All right.
And is the deadline passed? I mean,
The deadline will be April the 5th.
Okay. I was right. 5th of 7th, so I was close. 5th stuck out there for some reason.
At 12 noon, high noon.
12 noon, high noon,
noon.
on a Thursday, I believe.
Yeah. So what are some of the things that you've been on the county commission that you see there may be opportunities if you get to the state level as our representative that you can make a difference in our community on that part? You spoke about infrastructure, one thing.
Well, Tom, 2 things that comes to mind. School safety.
Okay.
It would be is one thing that we need to address.
Okay. What's your thought on that? How do we need to address that as a commissioner? What's your thought? Your personal thought, not the county commissioner, but your thought. What do you think needs to be done to address that?
Well, I think we need to address it at different levels.
Okay.
I think it's not one dimensional. So I think we need to from door locks to on security.
Okay.
I think it is, the children of the Cleveland and Bradley County is our greatest asset.
Precious.
And I think that we need to take every step to ensure that their safety and their security.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one thing that they don't need to be worried about.
Yeah.
So whatever we need to do to get it done, I think that's.
There's a lot of. He's right about there being a lot of dimensions to this issue of school safety. Something that just came up the other day that I had never really given thought to is the way that the doors swing. It can be a safety concern. Do they swing in or do they swing out, and which is better for safety purposes and that sort of thing. So there's a lot of thought that's going on right now.
If you're living in the wilderness, it's better to swing out because a big bear is hitting on you. You don't want to push the door in, so they want the door to swing out. So I don't know what it is. It is. I mean, every school is set up different. No, there's not any one answer for any school, but I guess you can have different things in schools that are common to each other on that part. Like you said.
Yeah, Tom, I don't think it's a one-size-fits-all.
Yeah.
I think since each school is designed different, I think it has to be addressed differently.
Yeah.
And I think there needs to be different levels of security from the time you enter you enter the premises to trying to get into the building.
Okay. So door locks is you have badges to get in and out,
Absolutely.
on that part. That, a lot of the elementary schools are not fenced on the county side. I know that both high schools are fenced. So there is a little bit to try to deter people from walking from a pasture over, walking out of the woods, walking in, but you have to go through a gate. But our elementary schools don't have a fences, a lot of them.
I think we need camera systems. I think we need motion detectors. I think there's a number of different things that we could do to elevate the security of our school system.
I talked to somebody that actually has a service alarm service, and he was doing some work down in Chattanooga with private schools. Jeff, you know a couple of them, and when they built the school, they actually put and I mentioned this to some of the other city councilmen. They actually put lights in. You got your strobe light for the fire, but also they have a light for green or red, showing there was an active shooter in the schools. It wasn't an alarm, and the announcer didn't go over. It just the light would go off. And I thought, man, what, in the hallways of that, just another indication, silent, that the teachers know to lock the classrooms down and stuff, instead of come on the PA and saying, hey, we're having, but just actually having a light where they know there's a shooter.
I like it.
Yeah, I do.
like it.
And I encourage the new elementary school to look at that and put that in as a concept on that part.
We definitely need to explore all the possibilities of
metal detectors,
whatever it takes.
Yeah.
Whatever it takes.
You can get 250 students go through the high school through a metal detector.
Have you already?
Have you been to an airport before? Is he walking through security?
Have you already adopted the school layout for the new school over there on Georgetown Road?
Yeah, it's already it's up. It's coming up right now.
They've already. So
Yeah.
I'm sure they.
The wiring hadn't been done yet, so that's just something that could be added to, and I'm hoping they'll do something and really visit. There's a couple of private schools and Christian schools in Chattanooga that are doing it, and I think it's a great concept. But at least go down there and visit and see how it works. You can always learn something new. My uncle always told me. He said, son, you could learn something every day. When you quit learning, you quit living.
That's true.
So that's kind of the motto I live on. So you can always learn something new every day.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Well, what about guns in schools? What's that? That's a big topic up there at the state level. They're going through that right now, voting on that. Teachers having guns in school on that part.
I think that should be an option. I don't think it should be forced on anyone, but I think there should be, if they choose to, I think there should be some educators that are trained, and if they choose to carry a weapon, and maybe one per hallway or one per wing, to as a deterrent.
As a teacher, that would make me feel a little bit more safe if I were allowed to carry my firearm into my classroom.
I agree. They're not force everybody. I think that's what everybody thinks is forcing everybody, but I think they're talking about training classes a lot longer than a 4-hour carry permit. It's like a 40-hour, And then you got people like Todd Shoemaker, who's the principal at Bradley, who used to be a deputy sheriff and a SOR officer.
Sure.
And he's very competent in carrying a gun. So,
Sure.
I mean, if you have a few people, I guess it's like riding an airplane. You got U.S. Marshals, you know.
Don't mess with Bradley High. You don't get shot.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Todd Shoemaker's going to shoot you. I mean, I'm happy about that.
Well, I know,
like
but it makes, you know, if you got a place where it's a safe zone, people go in there and know nobody's going to shoot back. But if you we talked about that earlier. You know, we used to go into school, Bradley, and we used to have 22s in a truck in the back rack, and 20 gauges and stuff. We take it out and show coaches. Hey, go bird hunting and stuff. I mean, nobody would have any problem with it. Now we can't have any. Now we got people coming in.
Well, since the Florida problem, we've had another shooting in Maryland that was stopped short because of a good guy with a gun.
You don't hear anything about that.
Oh,
one person.
Yeah.
One
Doesn't
person.
fit the narrative. Doesn't
Yeah,
fit
one
the
person.
narrative.
But he saved a lot of people. Yeah,
Absolutely.
You don't hear anything about it. You're exactly right, Jeff.
And it's proven. It's proven to work, but some people just don't want to. It doesn't fit their narrative or their political agenda, so they don't want to pursue it.
Yeah. We're coming to the top of the hour right now. Mark, you want to leave anything for anybody out there, how they can contact you, or if they have any questions, how they can get a hold of you, or come by and actually get a haircut, I'd say.
That's right.
We'll give you a plug for your barbershop too. How about that?
Yes, Tom.
Where are you located?
I feel like I'm very accessible, and you can contact me whether Facebook or my website, votemarkhall.com. I'll be at the Lincoln Day dinner Saturday night. If you have any questions or concerns, please talk to me. I'm all ears. Or you can just call me 423-716-3800.
So where's your barbershop at?
That wasn't a barber reference, was it? I'm all ears.
Yeah.
The barbershop, they want to come and get a haircut and talk to you in person?
Absolutely.
Where they can come?
2504 Henderson Avenue.
And where would that be located? for
That's
somebody to
just
know?
off of 25th Street, behind the old Grease Monkey oil changing.
Okay.
Easy to find.
Well, Mark, I appreciate you coming in.
Thank you, Tom.
And I do
Thank you.
appreciate your service in the 7th District. You've been a great friend, and I've always could count on you. I called and stuff on you, so I do appreciate your service, and I hope you continue on that part.
Tom, thank you very much. Jeff,
Yes, and thank you
sir.
for being here with us today, Mark.
Thank
We
you.
really appreciate it, and I know you're going to have a lot of fun this summer in the hot days of summer and on the campaign
Hot
trail.
days of summer in the city.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
Well, another day of the Morning Jive with Jeff and Tom has come and gone, and I butchered I said Fireman's Deli. It's the Firehouse Subs right here at
Firehouse
the
Sub.
Village Green.
That's fine.
Yeah, come have a sandwich at the Firehouse Subs, and also then
Today, are you buying for everybody?
anyone that wants to come today and buy yourself a sandwich, and then go down the way there and get you some thumbprint cookies at the town or the Village Bake Shop. So
Yeah,
there you go. The Village Green's got it going on.
they do, Jeff.
And we have Sweet 57 too.
Sweet 57, Whoop Studio, live.
Well, thank you for joining us today on the Morning Jive with Jeff and Tom. We'll be back Thursday morning. Backfire will be up tomorrow with
Listening on that, they'll be have a
Double.
lot of topics and stuff to talk about
Yeah.
with this new $1.3 trillion deal they signed up there. So I'm sure that'll be a part of the topic.
So we'll see you again Thursday morning.
All right, here we got a little B.J. Thomas. There we go.
Feeling just got right for a brand new love song. Somebody done somebody wrong song. Hey, won't you play another somebody done somebody wrong song and make me feel at home while I miss my baby, while I miss my baby. So play for me a sad melody, so sad that it makes everybody cry. A real hurting song about a love that's gone wrong, 'cause I don't want to cry all alone. make me feel at home while I miss my baby, while I miss my baby. So play for me a sad melody, so sad that it makes everybody cry. A real curtain song about a love that's gone wrong. 'Cause I don't want to cry all alone. Hey, won't you play another somebody done somebody wrong song and make me feel at home while I miss my baby, while I miss my baby. Won't you play another somebody done somebody wrong song and make me feel at home while I miss my baby, while I miss my baby. Won't you play another somebody done somebody wrong song and make me feel at home?
Be near his master's side. He'll kiss the hand that has no food to offer.